So once again, the Commanders, they beat the Cleveland Browns. Right, Commanders fans are riding the high right now. If you're a Commanders fan right now, you're the happiest person on earth. Um, what Jalen Daniels comes again, not as efficient as he used to be, as he usually was throughout the game, throughout the season. 14 with 25, 238, one touchdown, one interception, sacked 3 times. That's kind of big to take notice to. Take two, sack 3 times, but then sack 3 times, and then you got he also was the leading rusher. This is the biggest thing I think I want to take note to and I want to pay attention to when it comes to the Commanders' success, because the Commanders can be very, very successful in how they approach it and how they operate things, right? But in games, you want to see Brian Robinson Jr. run the ball. Brian Robinson Jr. is going to have to be a pillar. He's done well in most of the games, but some games Jalen Daniels is the main running option. That should not be the case. When they beat the Bengals, Brian Robinson got 16 for 33, but Jalen Daniels carried the ball 12 times for 39. He was the leading rusher. When they played the Giants, of course, you got a good dose of Brian Johnson, and Washington, beat them. But then played the Cardinals, and the Cardinals were just abysmal. Played the Cardinals, and Brian Robinson had good dose of Brian Robinson. Jaden Daniels, probably the most complete game that we saw out of the Washington offense. But this game, even though they're a well-tuned machine, the defense really just you sacked Deshaun Watson 7 times. You're bringing in crab legs, Jameis Winston, because it was that bad. I think it's time to bring in Jameis Winston. There was really no running game from the Browns. They just couldn't pass. You got a veteran linebacker and Bobby Wagner there. You got Jonathan Allen. You got Cameron Payne. De'Aaron Payne. I mean, you have some dogs up there in the middle that are going to sit there and make some plays. So you have the front rush as well as a veteran linebacker who's a Super Bowl winning linebacker who's been in this league for a while, kind of pioneering that defense. That's what you want as a successful defense. Not only that, you have a defensive coordinator who was relatively successful turning the ball over in Dallas. That's over in your defensive coordinator now. So the Washington is winning the games they're supposed to win. All right, and that's what you want to see from a franchise. You want to see Washington win the games they're supposed to win. You want to see them continue to win games. Their schedule right now is not really heavy. If Washington wins the games they're supposed to win, we're looking at more than 8 wins. But you got the Ravens, the Panthers, the Bears, the Giants, the Steelers. So you got one tough team, and then the other teams are duds. Washington does not have a win against Washington does not have a win against a winning team with a winning record. They beat 2 teams that were 2-3, and they beat 2 teams that are 1-4. The strength of schedule, the teams they played so far is 30%. But here's the thing, it's NFL. Win the games you're supposed to win, right? That's the motto. Like, if it's a game you think you can win, that's a game you're supposed to win. And they have Panthers, Bears, Giants, Titans. They have 4 more games like that on the schedule. 4 more games they're supposed to win on their schedule. Everybody else, the back end of their schedule is a lot tougher because you have, after you play the Giants, you have the Steelers, the Eagles, the Cowboys, the Titans, which is a game they're supposed to win, the Saints, the Eagles, the Falcons, and the Cowboys. So your schedule does not get easier. It gets more competitive again in their division rivals towards the end of the season. So win the games on the back end and hope you still couple on the front end. Hope you still couple on the front end. The middle part of the season is going to be when the Washington Commanders need to win. You can't lose against the Panthers. You can't lose against the Bears. You can't lose against the Giants. These are 3 wins you have to win. That's going to put you at 7 wins. And if you do that, you're hoping you can sneak 1 or 2. You have the Titans in your schedule. Sneak 1 or 2 towards the end of the season. And that's a successful season. So I think that Washington is doing what they're supposed to. They're winning the games they're supposed to win. You like to see how they're incorporating Luke McCaffrey in the offense and Jane Daniels is being a field general. You like to see it. The jury's still out because they have not beat a winning team.